signing his replacement, the Norwegian kid. What's his name? Uh, when I remember, I'm gonna say it. But Benfica are working to sign that kid to replace Enzo Fernandez in a way. His name is Schledrup. Yeah, that him. Yeah, signing him to be the next Enzo in the team. But there will never be another Enzo. Chelsea, as I said, spending a lot. Let's just hope these work out for them. I mean, let's just hope it works out. From Chelsea to a team that used to always spend a lot, not spend a lot and get a lot of players, but overspend. Man United. 3 topics. 1, the backup goalkeeper left this morning. Dubravka's gone back to Newcastle. I think that's a smart move. He wasn't playing at all. When he did play, he didn't look convincing. Newcastle don't really want to keep him because they have Pope. And they can keep Pope for about 5, 6, maybe 7 more years. They want to get him off the books. United are broke, so they want to get him off the books, free up wage space, free up them some cap. And yeah, Dubravka going back. I don't know where Dubravka's going to go now, because I don't think he's going to be okay sitting on the bench at Newcastle anymore. That's the reason he left on loan to go to United, to not sit on the bench. And he ended up doing that again. Is there a team in the Premier League that wants a goalkeeper? You have to think about that. Maybe he could go to Bournemouth. I mean, Neto has not been convincing. Maybe you could go to Southampton. You know, Southampton have a killing goal, and they're really, really struggling. And they may get relegated. I actually have them predicted to finish just below mid-table. Not in a relegation fight, but just below mid-table. And right now it's looking very hard. I don't think they'll make it out. I do have faith that they'll make it out, but it doesn't look likely. I can't see it. So maybe Dubravka will go there, resurrect his time, play like how he did when he just came to Newcastle, you know. Marcus Thuram, French forward. News from Bild in Germany that Newcastle, Villa, they're interested, but he's set to reject them. He knows that Man United are interested. He knows that Manchester United want a striker. He knows he's a striker out of contract in the summer. He's going to reject them in favour of moving to United if United do offer. Now, if United don't offer and he waits till the summer, I don't know where he's going to go, because at that point, United possibly will have new owners and will buy a big name striker. You know, a Dusan Vlahovic, Victor Osimhen, you know, whoever the big name striker would be. Mbappe. I'm kidding. They won't get Mbappe. But yeah, whoever that striker will be, I don't know if Thuram will still be on the radar at that time. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. And final one, Cody Gakpo. I don't know. I'm just lost for words with that one. I mean, he wasn't a Liverpool target. Liverpool only went for him because United were interested, and that's a cold hard fact. I don't know why Liverpool would do that after seeing what clearly happened in the summer. There was a certain player called Darwin Núñez who, you know, they were interested in United, and Liverpool saw that, went out for him, bought him, and we know how that's going right now. I mean, I don't know if that's smart at all of what Liverpool is doing. I really don't. It doesn't look like it's gonna be. It doesn't really look like it's gonna be. Will it work out though? Luis Diaz plays in his position. Does he start over Diaz? He's gonna start now until Diaz is fit. That's a definite. Does he start through the middle over Darwin? Well, if Klopp sees that he can be more productive, he will start him. He won't start over Salah. That's a definite. But you know, I mean, it's very frustrating. It's weird for United to miss out on him. Ten Hag's really wanted him in the summer. People said that, you know, it was supposed to be him and Anthony, but United left it a bit late with Anthony. He was always supposed to be bought after Anthony. They had to use all of the remaining budget on Anthony. That was 85 million, and they didn't have the 30 where they could use to buy Gakpo. Now, over the last 4 months, they could have, been saving to buy him, but they didn't do that. And now he's going to join Liverpool, number 18. We're going to see what he's made of when he does pull on the red shirt, goes out in front of the Kop. Gakpo is a very good player, but we don't know. As United fans, I know they're going to be salty about him. Definitely. They know he's a good player, but he's not playing for them, so it doesn't matter. But he's a good player. And final mention, in this window, guy just had to send it over. Alright, so we know his favourite manager, Scott Parker. He got the job, Club Brugge. He'll be managing in the Champions League now. Scott Parker, can you believe it? He's moved from relegation Bournemouth to Champions League with Bruges. That is got to be the best step up ever. I mean, next thing you know, he's going to be the England manager. Next thing you know, that's literally what's going to happen. But yeah, on all fairness, Scott Parker is a decent manager. Is he one that could manage at the highest level? Well, he's managing the Champions League now. We're just going to have to see what he does. Could he do it in the Premier League? Well, I don't think we have to ask that question. He's tried it about 3 times in the Premier League. It's not worked. So let's see if he can work in Belgium. He could make his name there. Then if he does want the England job, he can take it. I mean, I'm not really an England fan, but if they want to keep Southgate, I'd happily endorse it. We happily keep Southgate in the job just for a little while longer. That's what he sent over. I had some notes here. We were speaking about United having new owners. The Glazers, the Rain Group, who sold Chelsea, are looking to have a complete sale done but in the first quarter, which we are in now. The first quarter of the year, that's first 3 months. So no later than March, they should have everything completed and signed off. That just means, they announced the sale in November and they're going to complete the sale of a club priced between 5 and 6 billion in less than 4 months. This has been cooking in the background. Sources have a thread close in the New York Stock Exchange, and there were messages from them saying looks like United may be up for sale, United may be sold, or investment will be done. But it looks like that the other Glazer relatives don't want to really be in charge. And I said, well, if they go, and based on the stock amount that Avram and Joel have, then technically the Glazer family won't own the club if the other relatives lose their shares. So I was always looking at it was always being Glazers out. That was always going to happen. And it just comes to fruition. I didn't see it being broadcasted by any outlet until United spoke about it in November, when they said they were looking at all alternatives to getting more money into the club. They were looking at the same group who bought Newcastle. They were offering them about, I think it was 25% of the club of investment, so they could continue getting money in the club and they'd still be in charge. But that was not taken up. They went and used that same money to buy Newcastle, and it's not a bad move. The Glazers are going to be selling. 17 years they've been in charge at United. The fans have hated them for all 17. I can't believe they stayed this long. I don't know how you could still. It's like owning your own. It is like owning your own business. It is like owning your own business. But this is like you work in an office, right? You're the manager in that office on that said floor, and everyone hates you. They're all chanting that they're going to cut off your head or however they want to kill you. And you come into work every day with a smile on your face. You pay them, you go home, and you do that. You just rinse and repeat. It doesn't make any sense. Firstly, I want to know why you're still working at the office, which is what I keep wondering with the Glazer. Sometimes it's not all about the money, but you guys got to think about your safety. They broke into Ed Woodward's house a few years back because they were unhappy with it. They would have found out where you guys were living in Tampa. They weren't really. United fans are very aggressive. They are very aggressive. But the full sale is what the club and the fans really do want. And I think if United get that full sale, if for example they get some cash injection before the end of the month, it's going to be trouble for the rest of the Premier League, because oh my god, if they're where they are now without investment, what the hell is going to happen when they do get it? And I know about Anthony Casemiro, yeah. You know, I mean actual investment, you know, because we could we have done without Anthony? No, because no one wants to see Haaland play. Could we have done without McTominay? Well, yes, of course. But could we have done without Casemiro? Definitely not. Could we have done without Eriksen? I mean, Eriksen works well at home games when we have all the ball. But as we see, even against Wolves, he doesn't work as particularly well. Could we have done without Martinez? God, no, because then Maguire would be playing. Could we have done without Malacia? Yes, because he's Shaw's backup. Shaw's only playing centre-back because he's not back yet. And, yeah, that's it. But 2 minutes left. We're going to come back in a short break.
Like and subscribe some more. With Jackson, Brian, and Randy Savage. Me a talk about GZ Sports. Tune in video offline tour. Like and subscribe some more. With Jackson, Brian, and Randy Savage. Me a talk about GZ Sports.
Yes, thank you again for waiting. But hey, we're back. Final 3 minutes. We're kind of out of our time. We're out of topics as well. Savage again. He's gonna be on the next show definitely. We're gonna have other things planned for the rest of the new year, and we're gonna also, you know, be making a lot of new content. So guys, just stay tuned. We're gonna always be here for you guys, bringing the news as best as we can. I mean, Fabrizio, David Ornstein, those guys don't sleep. Now, I don't necessarily sleep either. I go to sleep at midnight and wake up back at 3. I don't sleep, basically. And in European times, I go to sleep at 6 and wake up at 9. I really do not get any type of shut-eye. And I always feel rested. Same with Sav. But Sav, you know, he has school. You know, he still has school. So it's a bit harder for him. You know, I'm going to go back to school. So it's definitely going to be harder for me. You know, all of this plus school is going to be really hard. But hey guys, thanks again for being here. First show of the new year. Hopefully not the last. We're going to have many, many more to keep you guys updated. And again, vamos.
Bro one.
GZ Sports. Tune in for the offline tour. Like and subscribe some more. With Jackson, Brian, and Randy Savage. Me talk about GZ Sports. Tune in for the offline tour. Like and subscribe some more. With Jackson, Brian, and Randy Savage. Me talk about GZ Sports.